Yeah, well, I'm Kai Hudalla. I work with ETAS these days, and I had been involved in the uProtocol pretty much from the inception, I guess. I met Steven when he introduced the project I think 2 years ago, and my main focus area is the Rust language kit, if you will, and some of the transport protocols using that Rust implementation.
And my name's Steven Hartley, formerly with General Motors, working soon for BlackBerry QNX, and also project lead, been responsible for the specifications, the Java implementation of the protocol, and helping coordinate with all the different contributors and contributions and implementations of the protocol. Yeah, actually it was a great name idea that we got from Daniel, actually, who's another committer and major contributor for the project. We wanted to say that uProtocol is more of a communication middleware abstraction layer. And so in order for us to build a software-defined vehicle, we need to have some sort of simplified abstraction layer that allows you to build apps and services that can easily talk to each other regardless of where they're located, in the cloud, in the vehicle, in the mechatronics environment. And so a lot of times it's a mess because every service, every application, they're all built specifically for a given target environment and target protocol. But what we're trying to do is turn that mess into a mesh where they can all find each other, connect, and communicate with each other easily.
Want me to take that? Okay. I believe that this is actually the most important part for the success of any of these technologies. Simply because most of this technology is not really specific to any problem domain, but is of a very generic nature, and it simply makes no sense for every company in the ecosystem to build this from scratch. So, however, the problem is that traditionally these companies in the automotive sector had no real collaboration model apart from signing NDAs and exchanging secrets. But this is the most important part of it, but also the most challenging one for making the SDV working group or the whole open source effort in automotive a success. Member companies and the individuals need to learn what it means to openly collaborate in open source. That is, and it's also kind of our mission, and we have a talk about that, so we'll...
Yeah, and also what it does is it gives an opportunity for, by integrating these projects with each other, it gives you an opportunity to demonstrate how the technologies can be blended across each other. And it also means that you have a larger pool of contributors if we have people from Zetascale working on Zeno, and then other folks from Bosch and ETAS and other companies working on uProtocol. We can then demonstrate how all these different projects and technologies are integrated with each other.
I guess the answer to the previous question also touches on that. Finding a valid collaboration model is very challenging, or people accepting that this is the new way of working together, accepting that this is possible, that it leads to the same results they expect or that they have produced in the past on their own. That is a big challenge. Also, I guess, bringing together open source kind of development culture and the safety requirements in automotive will be challenging. There are several efforts going on in that direction already, but that is still not really solved, I guess.
I think that's very well put. And then also from a cultural standpoint, adopting this kind of way of thinking into the old legacy closed source environment, there's a resistance to want to work in open source. That's one of the things we're going to talk about today. Personally, I've learned the enormous amount of benefits from working in open source, just from a productivity and a quality level is so much better because of the expectations that everyone can see your code. What you want to do is put your best foot forward. You want it to make sure that it's of highest quality. And so those kind of benefits of how people work in open source can very easily be brought back into the culture of the traditional closed source automotive ecosystem.
Yeah, so I said before that the bringing together the safety requirements and open source will be challenging. Still, there is a lot of hope across the industry that everybody will be able to employ the existing Linux operating system as a foundation for running all kinds of workloads. However, in order to do that, I think a safety certifiable Linux kernel-based distribution would be very, very helpful. I know that a few companies are working on that, and I guess once that is available, that will also enable a bigger shift in advancements.
I think also not just on that, but also convergence on a set of software suites that we can standardize on is what we need to, like, we've emerged and we've identified what we need. It's really just settling on, okay, let's just focus on a few specific projects and adopting them and then making them better by all of us together working on those projects. So, for example, with software orchestration, communication middlewares, various other different components that we all need.